Hello, Jem Ayres here, sex coach and sexological bodyworker, and I'm talking to you about the next Empowered Women's Book Club. So the Empowered Women's Book Club has been going for over 3 years now, and it's a brilliant group of women that meet every Wednesday, and we work on books on sexual self-development. And it's so much more than a book club. Some people join because they love the book. Some people don't even read the book and join just because they love the group, because we have guided practices. I lead the discussions. I set some optional homework that you do or don't, you don't have to have, don't have to do. And it's all really optional, just showing up in a way that feels good for you and keeping the discussion of pleasure on the agenda. And loads of people who do it also do my one-to-one work as well, and they find it a really great way to kind of like keep the motivation each week, dropping in, building a sex positive community for themselves, benefiting from my teachings, and of course, reading a book on sexuality. And I'm going to tell you about the next book, which starts on April the 24th for 10 weeks. And it's called What is Love? What is love? The spiritual purpose of relationship. So whilst it's not specifically around sex, it is around spirituality, and there is a big old chunky chapter on sexuality. So this is a male author. We don't usually have male authors. We haven't had many actually. Anyway, so it takes the yogic tantric traditions around the chakras and looks at how we can access the full capacity for love in our lives through working with the chakras and looking at what different blocks we have as well. And the chapters are, the ones we mainly work on are survival, the base, sexuality, the second, and power, and heart. Those are what it mostly covers. And it's looking at what is getting in the way in these areas in our chakras that might be stopping us being able to access love. And that's not just romantic love and relationship love, but that's helpful too, right? It's also about how we're not allowing ourselves to receive love in all aspects of our lives. Right, I'm going to read you a bit. Oh, it says here about letting go of survival fears. So again, it starts with blocks, basically. The more you can let go of your survival fears and be bold enough to follow your intuition and trust in the support of the universe, the more your energy will be freed up to enable you to move up the ladder of love and joy. It says, these principles are not something new. They've been described elsewhere, especially in the writings of Shakti Gawain, Wayne Dyer and Stuart Wilde. There are many people already living their lives in accordance with these principles who can testify to the fact that they work. It's possible to live a life of ease, abundance and joy in the physical world and still hold true to your spiritual purpose. Beautiful. I think that's a lot of people's concerns. And then I'm moving into the sexuality chapter, of course. Right, okay, so it talks about the different natures of sex and the different aspects of sex. And it says, there are 7 things to be considered in sex. Sex as energy, the wisdom of the body, control and letting go, chemistry and compatibility, sex and romance, sex and love, and the dark side of sex, jealousy and possessiveness. And this chapter goes into each of those at a little bit more depth. Excellent. And then I want to read you more from the chapter on sexuality, which is, it is when this caressing energy movement reaches the genital area that your sensations start to become sexual. You may be sitting around on your own, just reading a book, and suddenly you feel something stirring inside. Even without the presence of a partner, energy can at times start moving through the sexual chakras, caressing and stimulating the very sensitive areas of the genitals and spreading out in waves to the muscles of the pelvic area and beyond. When this happens, resist the urge to start fantasizing and daydreaming. Stay with the sensations in the body and just feel them. You are being touched from the inside. Notice all the different sensations, the tingling, the desire, the softness, the lusciousness, the fire, the passion, the yearning, the aliveness, the sweetness. Words are very inadequate to describe sensations. The word passion and the experience of passion are 2 totally different things. So as you tune into the different sensations, don't think about the words, just experience and notice the actual feeling itself as it occurs within the body. So for those of you that have worked with me before, I do teach something called sensation tracking, which is, just feeling in and tuning and noticing what's going on in the body. So that practice sounds like already is going to be helpful for this book. Oh, sex as energy. Anyway, so I was getting lost there. Oh, fear of survival. Right, so it's a very beautiful book. What is love? The spiritual purpose of relationships. You have an unlimited capacity for love. Many people experience only a small part for this potential. If you want to manifest your full capacity for sharing love, this book will show you how. It will show you how to go beyond difficulties, how to learn an ongoing blissful sexuality, how to create an abundant flow of love, and how relationships can further your spiritual awareness. Beautiful. So 24th of April for 10 Wednesdays, we will be there. Mwah! I look forward to seeing you. Ciao, ciao.